Alex. And I'm just gonna ask him a couple of questions, and the rule is that he's gonna answer as brutally honest as possible, so it can help you take an informed decision if this, um, at least this breakthrough, fear hacking breakthrough session is something that it can be a good or a great fit for you. So there we go. We just finished this session with Alex. And Alex, my first question is, what is what you like the most about the session?
That it was useful. For me, like, it's helped, gave me clarity of my desire. That's really was the objective from the beginning for me. Yeah, I took a lot away from it, and I feel that, as I was saying, I will continue to digest this, and that it wasn't just a conversation that I was enjoying for the moment, but I will not use to, I will not directly implement in my life.
I'm gonna ask you to be a little bit more precise, if that's possible.
Sure.
What is what you like the most? What you enjoy the most? What it was more nicer, if you want, about the session?
I would say that I felt like I had a lot of space in the session to really come to the clarity of my desire. You managed to create this space and direction through which I could come there without even knowing myself. And what you did to help guide me to that point was powerful and useful to the point where I can have this childlike smile when I resonate with the thing that I'm looking for, but I don't know how to find myself.
Awesome, thank you. Cool. So now, the next question is, what is your biggest takeaway? What is one or two, maximum three things that you are like, wow, this I'm gonna take it with me, and it's gonna support me to be more efficient? Or
Sure. I would definitely say the two biggest things that come to mind first were the fear being like the bullets that just drop out of the air, and having this as a visual image of remembering what you described on this topic, that the bullets will just drop out of the air and I won't need to dodge them anymore effectively. This was very powerful in creating something, I wouldn't know exactly how to describe it, but some strong belief in me or reference point that of going through the fear. And the second one would be about not going 2 steps, 3 steps or more in front of where you are now, even 1.5 steps, and not trying to conquer all the fears of the huge mountain of the direction of your life right now. You're not doing all the work of your life right now, so why try to travel and conquer all the fears to look for complete certainty right now?
I wasn't thinking about doing this, but I'm gonna mention something about it because it came in this session and it was powerful as well for me to hear it. So when we are engaging with this next step only, we are as efficient as we can be. We are also as present as we can be, which is so awesome because it aligns meditation or present and the power of now as well with being as productive and proactive as you can be at once. Because some people who are really into being proactive, they are afraid of meditation because what the heck, I'm gonna just sit in a couch and do nothing or in a cave. And the people who are more into meditation, like it was my background, I'm like, so if I'm proactive, I'm gonna lose this piece. And the key, as I actually mentioned even 3 years ago in my first book, it is melting those two aspects and being proactive and super present at the same time. And that the key is to be engaged with this next step. Actually, what I actually wanted to reinforce is that if you look forward to more than one step, if you try to engage more than one step, you are building fear instead of facing it. And if you engage down only one, you are making those bullets fall apart.
Sure.
Yeah. So that is powerful. I mean, I'm still conquering that as well.
Yeah.
I've conquered to a degree that it's awesome, but I'm looking forward to conquer it more.
Yeah, it's a continual mastery process, it seems. And I think it's not something that we expect to remove it completely. We expect to be there and manage it as a part of our journey.
Exactly, and that's the other point that I wanted to touch. Thank you very much. Is it's not about conquering all of our fears, never, because we will keep on finding more than fear tensions as we grow and grow and grow, and we are gonna grow forever. But in a way, also you are conquering all of your fears because you are conquering yourself. You are conquering the awareness that no fear is stronger than you. That it doesn't matter if it looks like the freaking Everest. You can face one step at a time. You can eat only one step at a time.
Yes.
And therefore you will get to where you want to get and possibly beyond.
Yeah. And the thing that just came to me now, from what you said, is to don't be scared of the presence of fear. You know, you don't need to try to remove fear, or if you have fear, don't worry about it. Let fear be there. Fear can be there. It's normal, and to I guess not react to this fear.
Exactly. That's one of my favorite tags. Is like a fear hacker reacts to nothing. Everything reacts to you.
Yeah.
And actually, when you face the fear or the tension, the doubt, the negative emotion, that energy that is there, contracted and kind of poisonous, becomes healthier and becomes part of your power and your clarity instead of a wall that is stopping you. Cool. The last question, or one of the last questions, is would you recommend this session to other people? And if so, which type of people, or people in which phase of their journey?
I mean, that's an easy one. The first part, absolutely yes. I think anybody who feels themselves maybe limited by fear can benefit massively from this session. Why? Because once you have clarity over your desires, I guess the fear in itself becomes less powerful. And this session for me really has amazing techniques to bring the clarity.
And I want to mention something, is that because you were saying anyone who thinks that fears are limiting them, like Alex is not precisely a fearful guy. Like I'm actually doing exchange of mentoring with him, so he is actually gonna teach me how to be more effective and less fearful in a particular arena of my life that I'm super interested in. So yeah, it's not like he's constantly afraid. It's just that anyone, even really proactive, powerful
Absolutely.
people,
Yeah.
can be more effective by managing their relationship with fear and tension in a more
Absolutely.
effective way.
And I think it's maybe a very soft voice where you know something is not right and you want to explore, maybe I do have a fear, I don't even perceive it myself as a fear. This is a great session to help you to understand that and explore that, and a space where somebody else can help you to potentially discover some fear that you may have which is not apparent to you, but maybe there's some feeling like we were describing earlier that something isn't quite right, and relating that back and understanding that from a perspective of fear, this will be very powerful.
Awesome. And being said that only, is there anything else that is present for you that you think is relevant for anyone who needs to decide, is this for me or not?
I've never done an exercise like this before. I guess I've been open to many self-development practices and teachings from reading books or from spiritual teachers, and this was a very clear and new experience to me that I would recommend to people to do who were even kind of quite content in their life and powerful already, and as well as people who perceive that they have maybe bigger problems to overcome. And anybody who is kind of interested and curious about self-development and spirituality, I would recommend. I was actually thinking of people in the session, of my friends who I thought like, you should do this session actually. People who are maybe going through a particular change in their lifestyle and they want to get some clarity, and they maybe just know that something needs to change now and something's not quite aligned, and they have no real idea what it is, but this is a great space to explore that and open the discussion effectively.
Thank you very much for your honesty, mostly, and I've enjoyed this a lot.
So I,
Yeah.
cheers, man.
Okay, so there you go. I hope this is useful for you to have a more informed perspective about this opportunity that you have in front, and but at the end, follow your gut. Only your gut can lead you to ever growing happiness and freedom mainly. So yeah, follow your gut whether it tells you to go for it or to go for something else. Uh, Thank you very much and see you in a next video. Bye.